Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Wednesday, June 24th, 2020. I'm Fredicia Liebert.
So there is no shortage of food from animals or food from plants.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Hughie Sargent, gave that assurance on Monday, June 22nd. Sargent was, at the time, making a presentation at Monday's Nevis COVID-19 EOC briefing.
In terms of our agro-processing and abattoir facilities, they are functioning normally and the production is very good. Earlier in the month, we announced that we were purchasing mangoes at $1 per pound, and we want to thank the general public for their response. The response has been overwhelming in that it has affected the operations of our agro-processing unit, but it is for a short time because, as we realize, the mango season is about to be completed, but we were able to get some mangoes, so we will have some mango pulp available throughout the rest of the year, hopefully.
Sargent represents the Ministry of Agriculture on the Nevis COVID-19 Task Force. The newly elected Federal Cabinet of Ministers met on Monday, June 22nd, 2020 at the Ministry of Finance Conference Room. The inaugural meeting was presided over by Chairman of the Cabinet, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris. A post-cabinet briefing published by the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service says Prime Minister Harris welcomed members of the Cabinet and Pastor Clive Saunders of Unique Touch Christian Center Ministries invoked God's blessings. The Cabinet Chairman encouraged members to put their best efforts to deliver on the commitment for a better and stronger future and gave an overview of how Cabinet functions and how critical it is to the Westminster model of democracy. Several issues were addressed in this regard. It was noted that due to the financial impact of the COVID-19, it will be necessary to prudently plan and implement the new budget cycle. Several ministers spoke to the issues that they would like to be foremost in the new term. The Honorable Vincent Byron and the Honorable Wendy Phipps were given responsibilities for the Disaster Mitigation Council relating to matters of hurricane preparedness and response. The Honorable Akila Byron Nisbet was named to preside over the Independence 2020 celebratory activities, assisted by the previous chair, the Honorable Sean Richards. Cabinet identified matters of priority for its next meeting, focusing on the economy, parliament, and important national events. After the meeting, the Federal Cabinet was hosted to lunch by Governor General His Excellency Sir Tapley Seaton. Floyd Robinson, Director of the Water Resources Management Unit, is making a plea to residents of Nevis to conserve water. The Water Resources Management Unit is responsible for ensuring the availability of water on the island.
Currently, it's an island-wide rationing that's going on. We have relaxed it a little bit because over the last couple of weeks we have seen an improvement through the appeal to the general public about conservation, and that's part of the reason why we're here this afternoon in terms of water resources, to just make sure that people are getting the message, because it's challenging right now. We do have the COVID pandemic that is causing us to use more water in order for us to stay healthy and clean, and then you have the drought, and then now with the Sahara dust. I mean, if you have asthmatic children, like I know personally I had, you are tempted to dampen and wet the area and wash down more often because it's sometimes a life and death situation. And so what we're appealing here this afternoon is that you have to use the water. We get that. But let's not waste the water. Let's try to reuse the water as much as we possibly can.
At the Monday, June 22nd Nevis COVID-19 EOC briefing, Robinson, along with Hazel Brown, Public Information Officer at the Water Resources Management Unit, gave tips on water conservation.
Find and fix easily corrected household water leaks. This can save about 10% on your water bill. Leaks are commonly found in your toilets, faucets, and irrigation systems. Take shorter showers, 5 minutes will do. Turn off tap while lathering rags, and turn on and rinse. Use a cup while brushing your teeth rather than running the tap. Reuse washing water, dishwater, washing machine water to water gardens. Ensure washing machines and dishwashers are completely loaded before you turn them on. Water the plants during evening or early morning hours to reduce evaporation.
For emergencies, contact the Nevis Water Department at 665-9061 or 765-5319. Still to come, CIBC First Caribbean gives financial support to Department of Education's online learning program. The details right after this break.
Do you still have EC 1 and 2 cent coins? If you do, then you have until the end of this month, 30th June, to spend them, exchange, or deposit them at your commercial bank. After 30th June, you will not be able to use your 1 and 2 cents as they will no longer be legal tender. Find them, spend them, exchange, or deposit them at your commercial bank. Act now and receive value for your 1 and 2 cent coins by 30th June.
Welcome back. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, on Sunday, June 21st, issued a press release expressing its deep appreciation to the Republic of Cuba for the medical support provided to St. Kitts and Nevis and 5 other member countries of the organization to assist with efforts to combat the COVID-19 pandemic in the OECS and wider Caribbean region. The provision of specialized health care through the Henry Reeve International Medical Brigades has not only augmented the scarce medical resources of OECS member states, but also provided assurance to the general populations of the region's capacity to fight and manage COVID-19. 473 Cuban medical personnel are working alongside their Caribbean counterparts in St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines to assist in managing the spread of COVID-19. The organization notes with deep concern and repudiates the recent bill introduced by U.S. Republican Senator Rick Scott, which classifies Cuba's humanitarian assistance as human trafficking and seeks to extend punitive measures against countries accepting this medical assistance. The press release states that the OECS authority greatly values the work of the Henry Reeve Medical Brigades and has reiterated its desire to work with all friendly governments that offer tangible support in the face of the grave existential threat posed to lives and livelihoods in the small island states of the Caribbean. The Department of Education is thanking all stakeholders who have assisted in bringing the department to the point where it can commence its online learning program for students in Nevis. Zanella Claxton is the Principal Education Officer.
I am pleased to announce that 7 of 8 schools have now been onboarded to Microsoft Teams. Gingerland Secondary School, along with all primary schools, and Cicely Brown Integrated School. Charlestown Secondary School will be onboarded shortly. All schools which have been onboarded had Parent-Teacher Association meetings prior to signing on, and during the sign-on days, we discovered that there were additional device and internet needs. We are working assiduously to serve those needs. We also noted that Kindle devices need additional steps to download Microsoft Teams. As such, the Department of Education was opened last Saturday to accommodate parents to assist them with the download. This will continue on a needs basis.
Assistance is available from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday to Friday for parents, teachers, and students who need more support.
For persons having any challenges with onboarding or signing in on Microsoft Teams, there is a help desk available at help.caribclassroom.com or 765 5473. We're asking all parents to be patient as the help desk is serving both St. Kitts and Nevis. However, they will respond to all of your needs.
According to Claxton, persons who have expressed an interest in joining the teaching profession at the start of the upcoming school year will also be introduced to the online learning program.
The prospective teachers course applications have been received, and this year's course will take the form of mixed modality with a face-to-face and Microsoft Teams. This will ensure that we adhere to the safety protocols, as well as to ensure that we are exposing incoming teachers to the new platform.
We are very delighted this morning, myself on behalf of the management and staff of CIBC First Caribbean, to make this donation to you, monetary donation to you, to assist with the online learning. A new initiative brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. We trust that the Ministry of Education, leaders in such an initiative would go from strength to strength, and the children of our nations would benefit as a result of this.
Branch manager of the CIBC First Caribbean International Bank in Nevis, Jasmine Paris, then presented a 4,000 EC dollar donation to Principal Education Officer Zanella Claxton. Claxton accepted on behalf of the Department of Education and expressed gratitude for what she termed as a timely donation.
On behalf of the Ministry and Department of Education, I take this opportunity to say a heartfelt thank you to you, Ms. Paris, and the entire CIBC First Caribbean team for thinking about our students and our teachers, and of course showing that you are corporate citizens and partners who support growth and development. The online learning, of course, as you said, was brought about through the COVID-19 pandemic, but I think that it goes beyond that. It's very timely, and in an age where our students delve into technology and are connected 24/7, and especially if they have a choice, they would be connected 24/7. We have actually leveled the playing field and allowed them to be able to explore education in a new and innovative way. In light of this, past the COVID-19 pandemic, we will continue to allow students to work through the ICTs, information and communication technologies, and of course through Microsoft Teams, the platform that we have selected. And so it does not end whenever the COVID-19 pandemic ends, and so this timely donation will go a long way in supporting the development of our students and by extension our nation.
Present at the handing over ceremony were Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education Kevin Barrett, as well as Arundel Dorr, a representative of the bank. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.